Namaste, this is Samta Auntie. In this video, we're going to review fruit and vegetable vocabulary that you learned in class. We're going to review the Hindi words for plum, okra, and eggplant. Plum is bear. That's right, you heard it correctly, like the bear animal. Bear. Okra. Okra in English has two words actually. Some people call it okra, some people call it ladyfingers. And in Hindi, we call it bhindi. And that's a tricky H word, so we say bhindi. And eggplant is bangan. Bangan, and that should remind you of the color purple that you've learned, bangani. So bangani is purple, and bangan is called bangan because it's the purple color. Let's do those again. Plum is bear, okra is bhindi, and eggplant is bangan. All right, let's do some practice problems. Here we have a friendly pirate eggplant. What is eggplant in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bangan. Here we have a plum that's golfing. How do we say plum in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bear. What is this? Is it bear, bhindi, or bangan? It's bhindi. And who likes bhindi ki sabzi? Say yes if you do. I do. I love bhindi ki sabzi. Here we have a dancing eggplant. And what is eggplant in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bangan. What is this? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bhindi. Here we have a skydiving plum. How do we say plum in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bear. Here we have the eggplant that's at the gym. What is eggplant in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bangan. What is this? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? This is okra or ladyfingers, so we have bhindi. Here we have a plum that's having a beach picnic. And how do we say plum in Hindi again? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bear. And what is this? Here we have some more okra or ladyfingers. What are these? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bhindi. And this eggplant lives in an eggplant ghar. What is eggplant in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bangan. And here we have a plum that's playing soccer. And how do we say plum in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bear. Here we have okra. We have okra that are being eaten by orca. So the orcas like to eat okra. Say that 10 times fast. Orcas like to eat okra. Orcas like to eat okra. All right, and what is okra in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bhindi. By the way, I'm just kidding. I don't think orcas like to eat okra. I just thought it sounded funny, so I wanted to do that example. Okay, so once again, okra or ladyfingers are bhindi. Here we have a water park eggplant. What is eggplant in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bangan. And here we have Professor Plum. How do we say plum in Hindi? Bear, bhindi, or bangan? Bear. All right, now that we've done lots of practice problems, let's test your memory. There's going to be no words for you to see now. Here we have the eggplant that's at the gym. What was eggplant in Hindi? Bangan. And here we have a plum playing soccer. What was plum in Hindi? Bear. And what are these? These are okra. What do we call them in Hindi? Bhindi. And here we have a dancing eggplant. What was eggplant again? Bangan. And this eggplant lives in an eggplant ghar. What was eggplant again? Bangan. And here we have Professor Plum teaching a class. And how do we say plum in Hindi? Bear. And what is this? Bhindi. Here we have a skydiving plum. How do we say plum in Hindi? Bird. Here we have a water park eggplant. What is eggplant in Hindi? Bangan. And look at this picture. What is this again? This is okra. So what do we call that in Hindi? Bhindi. And here we have the beach picnic plum. How do we say plum in Hindi? Bird. And look at these. What are these? Bhindi. And here we have the orca that like to eat okra. And again, we just did it. What is okra in Hindi? Bhindi. And here we have that plum that was golfing. What was plum again? Bird. And here we have the friendly pirate eggplant. What is eggplant in Hindi again? Bangan. All right, great work. Let's review these one more time. What is plum in Hindi? Bird. What is okra in Hindi? Bhindi. And what is eggplant in Hindi? Bangan. Awesome job! I hope you had fun, and now you know 3 more fruits and vegetables in Hindi. Dhanyavad for joining me. I'll see you in class.